Everyone, today we're going to take a look at Road of Kings. Road of Kings is a game we saw at PAX East last year, and what it does is take that classic Highlander story and mixes it with a sort of choose-your-own-adventure type gameplay mechanic. Let's see how these two kind of 80s, 90s throwbacks work on iOS. The goal of the game is in 100 days to earn 500 gold and return to your land as the king of the barbarians. You'll be able to choose standard or classic mode, as well as a name. I really like to use the random names, so you can come up with your own, but the random names they provided are actually pretty hilarious. Today, you can move one hex, except it's some off chances that you get to move two. As you move, certain events will happen that you may need to respond to. For example, in this case, 3 mercenaries asked to join me. I said no, and they decided to attack me, which is really not great to start out. Apart from that, each day you'll need to eat. Each member of your band or party will need to eat one food. Many choices you make will bring you into combat. Combat is turn-based, and basically, generally, you only have a choice to attack or to flee. Certain characters have special abilities, like bowmen can shoot, which allows them to attack for a definite amount of damage. One time, I got this cool fire orb that let me do fire damage to all enemies I was facing. The combat is very basic and definitely more of a add-on rather than the main event, but I find it kind of fun, and I think that when you boil it down to the fact that more party members equals more attacks, it becomes clear that it's not about one person as you would traditionally find in an RPG, but about building up a party so you can have a stronger array of attacks. The game features a lot of random quests that can happen. There are also some major main quests that you can do. In this one, I'm helping a king reclaim his rightful throne, or I guess a lord. And when these happen, you'll receive gold, which will help you reach your goal, or possibly other rewards. In this case, this town that I've helped save now will always provide me with free food, as well as a free place to rest, which is how I regain my HP. In order to succeed in the game, you're going to definitely need to do a combination of these major quests, which will give you a lot of gold, as well as landing on some good events that can give you some strong party members to help you on your quest. The game definitely has some random elements, but I think the stories that it generates are pretty funny a lot of the time. Sometimes you'll die in a strange way or quickly or just at the very end. So it's definitely not a high-level strategy game, but definitely very entertaining. The game features a scoreboard, which shows you how you've done with different people, and you can remember the silly names that they were given. As you can see, I've won one time so far, got 500 gold, but ran out of time, and in a few other cases died in gruesome ways. The game definitely has that kind of fun sharing mechanic. I do wish that I could share my stories with my friends, or at least kind of my scoreboard, so they can laugh at my defeats. If I could describe this game in one word, I would say campy. Now, I don't mean that in a negative way at all. I enjoy campy things, and I think this game definitely is very campy. If you want that kind of classic, just hack through, see what happens. Sometimes something terrible will happen. You'll run into a dragon at the very first of the game and die, that sort of thing. It really just is pretty funny and to be taken lightly, not super seriously. What it reminds me of really is a choose-your-own-adventure type book where you're just enjoying the journey and the funny things that happen to you along the way. Even a better comparison maybe is Heroes of Might and Magic, at least the way I played it as a kid, which is, we just journey around, seeing what we ran into, generally losing the game. But the whole idea was just to have fun and enjoy the journey rather than the overall strategic goals of the game. One complaint is that the game can be a little repetitive in terms of the adventures that it offers you. The major adventures always seem to appear in the same locations. The other quests that happen randomly often, will just happen upon them. It's really key that you get some lucky quests to help you get some free party members early on, because party members, again, are what really increase your strength and allow you to take on harder challenges and earn that needed gold, which will then help you towards that victory condition. As mentioned, the combat can be pretty basic. You just basically have a basic attack per character. However, I found this less of a concern, as I kind of find the combat to just be fun. But there are situations where you'll lose just because you got some bad rolls, and you really have no control over that. There do appear to be a few cases where the game could use a little more polish. There have been some silly situations some spelling errors. One time I fought a sorceress that looked like a male character. It was very funny. But overall, I think that just adds to kind of the overall experience, which is a really great game that takes the gameplay more seriously than the minute details. Okay, this is bizarre. Road of Kings has many things that I complain about all the time. The graphics look like they're from a Windows 95 PC game. The game is very random. You don't have a lot of control about what's going on. There's repetitive elements, all things that I have complained about in various games. However, for some reason, in this combination, in this campy, self-referential game, I love it. I really enjoy the game. I think all of the little elements add together to make a really unique and reminiscent experience. It might not be for every player. If you're looking for high strategy, it isn't for you. But if you're looking for something fun, silly, and that really harkens back to another time, I recommend you pick up Road of Kings today.